Hi there. I wanted to take a moment to talk about one of my other models that has been giving me a lot of grief. A lot of people have been following it because it's an interesting model and it would some ways make making Lekkus easier. Has not been the case in with this model. This is supposed to be modeled off of Ahsoka Tano's Rebels Season 3, Montral and Lekku. It is off scale. It is awkward looking when you try to put it on. It is not comfortable around the ears. There's not enough room really to put any padding on it with the existing skull cap. I know some other cosplayers who have tried to use this. They didn't finish it, but what they did is they cut out the skull cap and just stuffed it with padding to try to make it more comfortable. That's neither here nor there. That's not the biggest reason I'm making this one. The reason I'm making this one is if you do choose to try to print this, don't make the same mistake I made. I thought I was being smart and trying to add the first connection piece for the lower part of the Lekku, the arms if you want to call them, but the Lekku section, so that I could post-process this and make this completely smooth. The reason I did this is because when I looked at the file on my slicer, they come out looking like this. And they have a socket for the next one to go into. So silly me, I thought these were designed as ball and socket joints, kind of like what you see with flexi toys, that they just snap together. That was a bad assumption. These do not snap together at all. And one thing that you can't see very well unless you look really closely on the file is there is in fact a very, very tiny hole that goes all the way through the ball and out the other end. So the designer of this file intended for you to thread something through these and then finish it on both ends. What that means for me is that I now have to rip off that first connection piece, because that first connection piece is crucial to anchoring everything. Now, I did not film this. My husband troubleshooted this for me. And we seem to have a good method. There are things that I like and things that I don't like. So this is sewn together, essentially, threaded together with pretty heavyweight fishing line. We thought about using wire because it would be stiffer. The hole isn't big enough for that. Even the thinnest wire, the thinnest wire that you could get through it is going to be brittle enough that it's going to break. And this, at least, is not going to break if somebody pulls on the arm. So it has nice motion this way and this way. The problem is we get lateral motion, we get rotation on these guys, which obviously isn't going to be anatomically correct. So the question then is how do we fix that? And I don't know that there is a way to fix it. With the thread going through, we were able to stabilize these upper portions by sticking a nail here and a nail at the very end of the tail. There's no glue on this, so that would be an option to create a more rigid frame, but then if you glue the ball and socket, you're going to lose this good motion this way. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? I am very curious if anybody has a better solution. because right now this is most likely going to end up being a display piece anyway and not worn.